Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Smart Talk English. I am Natasha, your host for today. If you are new here, I would like to tell you that we upload a new English learning video every day on our channel to help you improve your English faster. In today's episode, you will not only improve your English listening skills, but also your English speaking skills. In today's lesson, we're diving into an essential topic that every English learner must master to speak confidently and clearly. How to make English sentences fast and speak fluently. We'll explore how to build sentences quickly using basic grammar, sentence patterns, and useful speaking tips that will help you express your thoughts clearly and naturally. You'll also get to practice with everyday examples and short exercises that will help you gain fluency in daily conversations. By the end of this video, you'll feel more confident in building English sentences on the spot, and you'll have a better understanding of how to improve your fluency through regular speaking practice. Before we start the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon if you want more helpful English learning episodes like this. So, grab a pen and paper. Let's get started. Speaking fluent English is not about using big words or memorizing complicated grammar rules. It's about being able to express your thoughts clearly and quickly in any situation. The key to making English sentences fast is practice, exposure to real-life conversation patterns, and learning how to think in English. When you speak in your native language, you don't translate every word. You just speak. That's the kind of fluency we want to build in English too. In this video, I'll guide you through how to structure your sentences easily and naturally. And we'll also practice together so you can start using what you learn immediately. To start, let's talk about sentence structure. English sentences generally follow a simple order: subject, verb, and object. This is also known as SVO. For example, in the sentence, I eat breakfast, I is the subject, eat is the verb, and breakfast is the object. Once you understand this basic pattern, you can build countless sentences. She drinks coffee, they watch movies, we play football. These are all simple but complete sentences. The goal is not to complicate your speech. The goal is to make sentences fast, correct, and fluent. Now let's practice forming sentences using this pattern. Imagine you are talking about your daily routine. Start with the subject I and use a common verb. I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth. I go to school. I meet my friends. Notice how quickly we can speak when we stick to a simple pattern. You don't need to stop and think too much. Just pick the subject, choose a verb that fits, and add an object or more information. Try this exercise with me now. Repeat after me. I drink water. I read a book. I cook dinner. I clean the room. I write notes. The more you repeat, the more fluent you become. Let's take it further. You can add time expressions and reasons to give more meaning. For example, I drink water every morning. Or, I read a book before bed. Or, I cook dinner because I enjoy it. These additions make your English richer and more expressive. You don't have to learn new vocabulary for this. You're just combining what you already know in new ways. One important thing to remember is that fluency comes from thinking in English. If you keep translating from your native language, it slows down your speaking. You might know what you want to say, but by the time you translate and build the sentence in your head, the moment has passed. So, how do you train your brain to think in English? Start with small thoughts. When you see a cup, think, this is a cup. When you pick up your phone, think, I am using my phone. These small thoughts build your internal English voice, and over time, you'll be able to form sentences more quickly. Now, let's do a small practice session. I will describe a simple situation, and you will try to speak or write down what you would say in that situation. Imagine you are at the grocery store. You want to ask where the milk is. You can say, "Excuse me, where's the milk?" Or maybe you want to tell the cashier, "I don't need a bag." Or, "Can I pay with my card?" These are very common real-life situations, and you should be comfortable forming and saying these sentences quickly. Another great way to build fluency is through repetition. Choose 5 simple sentences and repeat them every day. For example, I am learning English. I want to speak fluently. I practice every day. I watch English videos. I speak with my friends. Repeating these every day creates muscle memory in your mouth and your brain. You will find yourself saying them faster and more naturally. Another thing that helps you make sentences faster is understanding common sentence patterns. These are the basic building blocks of English communication. For example, one very common pattern is subject plus verb plus place. Like, I go to school. He works at the bank. They live in New York. When you are familiar with these patterns, you don't have to think hard when you speak. You just follow the structure and insert the correct words. Practice is what makes these patterns automatic in your mind. Let's try some together. Repeat after me. I study at the library. She eats lunch at home. We exercise in the park. He teaches in the classroom. They meet at the cafe. Keep repeating sentences like this until they become easy to say without pausing. Now, let's try using some adjectives to expand our sentences. Adjectives describe nouns and help us express more information. For example, instead of saying, I have a car, you can say, I have a red car, or she has a big house. We saw a beautiful sunset. Using adjectives makes your sentence more interesting and helps you sound fluent. Try these examples with me now. I saw a funny movie. He met a kind woman. They live in a small apartment. We visited an old museum. She bought a new phone. As you practice, your fluency will grow because you'll start connecting words naturally without thinking too much. Another great strategy for making sentences quickly is using question patterns. Questions are a big part of daily conversation, and they follow simple structures too. For example, where do you live? What do you eat for breakfast? How do you get to work? You don't need to memorize complex grammar to ask or answer these. Just focus on recognizing the pattern. Try answering these now. Where do you live? You can say, I live in Lahore. What do you eat for breakfast? You can say, I eat eggs and toast. How do you get to work? You can say, I go by bus. Practicing questions and answers daily will help you respond fast in real conversations. To improve fluency, you can also use sentence starters. These are short phrases that help you begin speaking quickly. For example, I think, in my opinion, I usually, sometimes I like to. These help you speak without delay, while your mind organizes the rest of your sentence. Let's practice these. I think learning English is fun. In my opinion, this movie is boring. I usually wake up early. Sometimes I forget my keys. I like to watch English shows. When you start your sentence with one of these phrases, it gives you a rhythm and flow that leads to more fluent speech. Let's do a short daily life role play for practice. Imagine you are meeting a new friend at a park. You say, Hi, my name is Allie. What's your name? The person replies, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you. You can continue. Nice to meet you too. Do you come here often? She says, Yes, I come here every evening for a walk. What about you? You say, I just started coming. I want to get some fresh air after work. She replies, That's a good idea. It's always peaceful here in the evening. Now you've just practiced a short, natural conversation with basic sentence structures. Role play like this every day, with yourself or with a partner, and you will start to speak fluently and confidently. Also, pay attention to small connecting words in English, like and, but, so, and because. These words help you link ideas together smoothly. Instead of saying, I like tea, I don't like coffee, you can say, I like tea, but I don't like coffee. Or, I was tired, so I went to bed early. Or, I didn't go outside because it was raining. Try using these now. I love books and movies. I wanted to go out, but I had work. She studied hard, so she passed. He didn't come because he was sick. These connectors make your sentences longer and more natural. One very effective way to build fluency and speak faster is through sentence substitution. This is when you take one sentence and change just one part of it to make a new sentence. This method trains your brain to build sentences quickly without needing to pause. Let's start with a simple sentence. I am going to the market. Now, change the subject. She is going to the market. They are going to the market. We are going to the market. Next, change the verb. I am walking to the market. I am driving to the market. I am running to the market. Then change the object. I am going to the store. I am going to the bank. I am going to the hospital. As you can see, one simple sentence can become many sentences. This helps you speak faster because you are using known structures in new combinations. Now, let's apply this to a daily life situation. Imagine you're getting ready in the morning. You can say, I wake up at 6. I brush my teeth. I take a shower. I get dressed. I eat breakfast. I leave the house at 7. These short, quick sentences help you describe your routine fluently. To add more detail, you can say, I wake up at 6 because I have to go to work. Or, I eat breakfast with my family. Or, I leave the house at 7 to catch the bus. This kind of real-life practice helps you talk about yourself naturally. Let's try another short routine, this time at work. I arrive at work at 9. I check my emails. I talk to my coworkers. I attend a meeting. I work on my tasks. I take a break at noon. I leave the office at 5. You can easily build these into longer sentences. I check my emails before starting my tasks. Or, I attend a team meeting every morning. Or, I usually take a break at noon to eat lunch. Speaking fluently is not about saying long or difficult sentences. It's about speaking naturally and clearly. Now let's practice speaking about the evening. Try to follow me. I come home at 6. I relax for a while. I watch TV. I have dinner. I talk with my family. I read a book. I go to bed at 10. These are everyday actions, and you can describe them smoothly using simple sentence patterns. To practice speaking faster, you can chain them together. I come home at 6 and relax for a while. Then I watch TV and have dinner with my family. After that, I read a book before going to bed at 10. The more you combine your sentences like this, the more fluent you'll become. Let's now look at a few useful phrases that help you express ideas in daily conversation. For example, when you don't know something, you can say, I'm not sure. Let me check. I don't know about that. If someone gives you information, you can respond with, That's great. Thanks for telling me. I didn't know that. If you're giving your opinion, try saying, I think this is a good idea. In my opinion, we should try something new. I feel that it could be better. These short and polite phrases help you speak in a more fluent and natural way. Let's do another practice exercise together. I'll give you situations, and you try to make a sentence fast in your mind. or say it out loud. First situation, you are late for work. You can say, I'm sorry, I'm late, or the traffic was bad. Second situation, you are ordering food at a restaurant. You can say, I'd like a chicken sandwich, please, or can I get a glass of water? Third situation, you are talking to a new colleague. You can say, Hi, I'm Zara. Nice to meet you. Or, how long have you been working here? Try doing this kind of role play every day. Think of a situation, then speak as if you are really in that moment. This type of active practice will make you much more confident and quick when speaking in real life. A key technique to speed up your sentence-making skills is shadowing. Shadowing is when you listen to a sentence spoken by someone else and immediately repeat it. Try to match the rhythm, speed, and tone. This helps train your brain to process English quickly and your mouth to produce sentences naturally. You can shadow sentences from English movies, interviews, or lessons like this one. Start with short, clear sentences. For example, listen and repeat, I'm going to the store. He doesn't like coffee. We had a great time. Say them again and again until your voice becomes smooth and confident. When you shadow regularly, you'll notice a big improvement in your speed and fluency. Let's try some shadowing together now. Listen closely and repeat right after me. It's a beautiful day today. I don't understand this question. Can you help me, please? She always wakes up early. They're going to the party tonight. Repeat them multiple times until they feel easy to say. Do this every day with just 5 to 10 sentences. And soon, you'll find it easier to speak without hesitation. Now let's talk about listening. Many learners focus on speaking, but forget that listening plays a huge role in speaking fluently. When you listen to natural English every day, your brain becomes familiar with sentence structures, pronunciation, and tone. This makes it easier for you to produce similar sentences when you speak. Start listening to English podcasts, TV shows, and conversations. Even if you don't understand every word, your brain is learning the music of the language. Over time, your speaking will automatically become faster and more fluent. Here's a helpful exercise for listening and sentence creation. Listen to a short English sentence, pause, and then try to say it yourself. For example, listen to, She went to the market. Pause. Then say, She went to the market. Now try making a new sentence by changing one word. He went to the park, then add more. He went to the park in the morning. Continue like this, and you'll train your brain to form new sentences quickly, based on what you hear. This is one of the smartest ways to improve both listening and speaking together. Another helpful method is using sentence templates. A template is a fixed sentence form that you can use again and again by changing only a few words. For example, take the template, I'm looking for. You can say, I'm looking for my phone. I'm looking for a new job. I'm looking for some help. Another template is, I don't know how to. You can say, I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to swim. I don't know how to answer this. These templates save time because you don't have to build the whole sentence from zero. You only need to replace a part. Practice using these kinds of sentence frames every day, and you'll find yourself speaking much more quickly and naturally. Let's do a short exercise together now, using templates. Repeat after me, and then try creating your own version. I want to learn. For example, I want to learn Spanish, or I want to learn how to dance. Now try this one. I don't like, for example, I don't like cold weather, or I don't like spicy food. Now try, can I get, like, can I get a coffee, or can I get some help? Keep using these in different situations, and you'll train yourself to speak faster without stopping to think every time. Let's also talk about confidence. One of the biggest reasons learners struggle to speak fluently is fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of sounding wrong. But remember this, no one speaks perfectly, not even native speakers. What matters most is communication. People will understand you, even if your grammar is not perfect. And the more you speak, the better your grammar and fluency will become. So, speak without fear. Speak every day, practice in the mirror, talk to your friends, record yourself. The more you speak, the faster and more fluent you'll become. Now, let's do one final practice to bring everything together. I'll describe a short situation, and you'll form sentences based on it. Imagine you're going out for dinner with a friend. You can say, "I'm going out for dinner tonight." Your friend asks, "Where are you going?" You say, "We're going to an Italian restaurant." Then they ask, "What are you going to eat?" You can say, "I think I'll have pasta and salad." Your friend says, "Sounds delicious. What time are you leaving?" You respond, "We're leaving at 7. Just by practicing these small, everyday conversations, in your head or aloud, you train yourself to respond quickly, using natural sentence patterns without needing to translate. You've now learned several strategies to help you make English sentences faster and speak fluently. We talked about basic sentence structures like subject, verb, and object, how to expand sentences with adjectives and time expressions, how to use sentence templates, substitution, and connectors. We also practiced shadowing, role play, question patterns, and daily life situations to help you gain confidence. All of these techniques are simple, practical, and powerful when used consistently. Fluency is not about speed alone. It's about comfort, flow, and natural expression. So, keep practicing every day. Think in English. Use simple sentences. Speak often. Repeat what you learn. Don't worry about mistakes. Your fluency will grow with time and effort. If you enjoyed this lesson and found it helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you never miss a new video. We post a new English learning episode every single day. Thank you so much for watching and practicing with me today. This is Natasha, signing off. I'll see you in the next lesson. Until then, keep learning and keep speaking English with confidence.